If you've been around for a while, you might notice that my room is different. Maybe a room tour might be coming soon? Hey guys, my name is Miranda and welcome to my universe. So, recently I have made a spontaneous journey, a voyage if you will, into the deep depths of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I have never seen Avatar before. It's not like brand spanking new to me because I was a Nickelodeon kid, so I always watched Nickelodeon, and sometimes Avatar would be on there, sometimes it wouldn't. But I never was like a hardcore stick with it kind of person because I loved SpongeBob. That guy is my man. So I always watched SpongeBob, never really cared for any of the other Nickelodeon shows until recently. I finished Avatar: The Last Airbender. Let's call it ATLA, shall we? The acronym: Avatar: The Last Airbender, ATLA. You know, I finished ATLA 2 days ago, I believe, and I have been obsessed with it. And so I decided to sit down and talk with you about it. If you think that this video is going to be an in-depth review of ATLA, if you think that this video is going to have constructive criticism at any part of it, then I'm so sorry, this isn't the video for you. I'm literally just going to be ranting. Not really ranting though, because I'm going to just be talking about how much I am in love with Avatar. So really, we're just two friends talking about Avatar. I kind of want to talk about the characters a lot. I'm probably going to end up ranking the characters and just telling you which ones are my favorites and things like that. This video is going to be all over the place. I didn't make notes for this. I just genuinely am really passionate about it right now and I just want to talk. So we're going to talk today. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I should probably tell you what this show is about, so let's do that. Avatar: The Last Airbender is all about our main character Aang, who is indeed the last airbender. But the Avatar is somebody who is capable of bending all 4 of the elements. So basically they can move fire, water, earth, and air to their own advantage. Everybody else in this universe can only bend 1 element or none at all. So then we follow around Aang and his friends as they all go on adventures trying to bring peace and balance to the world and try to overthrow the Fire Lord Ozai because he's very corrupt and is trying to take over the world. And Aang is all about peace and balance and making sure the world is a better place and basically keeping everybody from violence is what Aang's all about. Also, this video will be slightly spoilery. There's not huge spoilers, but if you haven't seen it and you still want to kind of hear what I have to say, you can go ahead and watch, but I might spoil tiny little things. I never explicitly say anything that would give away huge plot points, but technically this is kind of like your spoiler warning. If you don't want to get spoiled in any way at all, then I would recommend you not watching this video. All right, now we can get into the nitty-gritty. So, ATLA, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Some of the best characters I have ever seen, ever gotten to know, are in this show, okay? I genuinely think that this show is my favorite show in the world. Any show I have ever turned on does not compare to ATLA. ATLA is top tier, 10 out of 10, incredible. So let's talk about characters, because I feel like characters, for me, I connect with shows more on a character base level than plot base. So let's talk about the characters. Aang, our main character, our innocent boy who should be protected at all costs. He is definitely too pure for this world. He genuinely cares about every single person. Every single little living creature he doesn't want to harm. And I applaud him for that. I love him for that. I think that he is so sweet. He's so precious. So precious. And he has the whole weight of the world on his shoulders, and he doesn't know what to do at some points, but he asks for help and he knows he needs help and he constantly is trying to get help, and he's so loyal, so supportive of everybody. I just love him. Katara, Water Tribe, main female lead. We love her. What's not to love? She's got that aggressive spirit wrapped up in that facade that she actually loves everybody, but really she holds grudges very easily. But she's also fiercely loyal. I would actually probably argue that she is more loyal than Aang is, because she will literally die for the people that she loves. But so will Aang, so... What I love about Katara is she is super spunky. She's not afraid to get in your face, but at the same time, she feels really bad for it sometimes. Unless it's Zuko, then she doesn't feel bad for anything. And she's actually super powerful as well. And she's not afraid to use her power to save the people she loves. And she's very selfless, actually very well-rounded altogether. Then we have Saka. The Mr. I'ma get your girl. I love Saka. He's not like my man in the show. We'll talk about him later. But I genuinely do love Saka. And what's interesting is my sister is also watching Atla. And she literally asked me, Miranda, what is the point of even having Saka in the show? And I literally just stared at her like, you did not just say that. Even though Saka is a non-bender, so he literally cannot bend any of the elements, I think that he is so incredibly important to the plot, to the show in general. First of all, having a non-bender being one of the main characters, I think is very important, because then it shows that there's all points of view in the story, right? If all of our main characters were benders, then we don't have anybody like us. We don't have ordinary people who can't actually bend things, giving any feedback or participating in what is happening. So I think Sokka holds a very valuable role in that as well. He also is a lot of the comedic relief, so he gives a lot of jokes. He brings the humor to situations, which I appreciate. He has the same humor as me, kind of innocent, kind of underlining like, what the heck is going on type of deal. He's also very resourceful and can fight so well, even though he doesn't have any special bending power. He really does know how to use a sword. He knows how to use his wits and his mind. He knows what he's doing. He knows what's going on, and he always is thinking ahead. So, master planner, Fred from Scooby-Doo, anybody? Then we have Toph. Freaking Toph. I really can't find words to describe the passion I feel for Toph, because she, first of all, she's blind. So she is outside of the ordinary. She's kind of like Sokka in that way, except she actually has a physical impairment, and she can fight so well. What? She's one of the most powerful benders in the entire show. And she's blind. She can't even see where her rocks are going. She just moves the rocks. Screw being the most powerful earthbender. She's like one of the most powerful benders, period. Are you kidding me? And she's really funny. Her and Sokka, them together, humor peaked up 10,000 levels. And then we have Zuko, my husband. I mean, favorite character. Yeah, favorite. Yeah, that. I love Zuko. I hated Zuko at first, which makes sense. He is hands down my favorite character. His redemption arc, can we just... one of the best things I've ever seen, ever, in any cinematic universe, ever. He is so dedicated to what he's doing. He wants something, you bet he's gonna get it. He's not afraid to be bam, in your face, tell you what he feels, tell you how it is. Zuko's just, there are choice words for Zuko that I wish I could use, but my channel is family friendly, so I can't use them. He's very bad, but yeah, he's got a nice butt too. What? I need help. I need to stop falling in love with fictional characters. Okay? Okay. But I genuinely think that Zuko as a character is so well developed. His growth throughout the entire show is amazing. He grows the most arguably the most than any of the other characters in Atla. And he has so much strength. He's been through so much crap, and yet he perseveres through it. And he doesn't let what he's gone through bring him down. He gets over it, figures it out, tries to heal. We love Zuko. Then we have Uncleiro. Freaking awesome. One of my favorite characters as well. I think that he is so fascinating. Just the things that make him him. Just the little things, like his obsession with tea. Like, it's the most random thing ever, but you end up loving it about him. And the fact that he literally goes to jail and gets so incredibly buff. Amazing. He's very inspiring, and he is definitely the wisest character out of all of these characters. He is so smart, and the things he says, he has so many incredible quotes that like the minute they leave his mouth, the minute I hear them and they enter my eardrums, I'm just like, you blew my mind. Like, I will literally never see life the same again. In a good way. Like, he knows how to express what he's trying to express and make you really think about your own life and your own decisions. And that is what a lot of media needs right now. Any movies, shows, books, like, I think some of them lack that, but Avatar is immersed in that. And I thought that that was super cool. We get a lot of wisdom and other things from other characters as well, but Uncleiro is definitely the main core person who kind of spreads this wisdom around. Then we have Azula, all right? She's gonna be the last character I really talk about because I feel like all the other characters are more minor than major, but Azula, kind of psychopath, very aggressive, very much on her toes. She knows what's going on, and she's gonna get what she wants kind of person. I am terrified of Azula, if I'm being honest with you. She really scares me. The last episode, yeah, she really scares me. But in general, she is a very strong character. She definitely brings kind of that abusive mental manipulation in the show, especially when it comes to Zuko and his relationship with his father. She definitely brings a lot of evil to the show. I think you could also argue that she is just as much of a villain character as her father, Fire Lord Ozai. She's just very manipulative, and she thinks that she can get her way when people fear her versus when they love her and are on her side. So she definitely has a very crooked way of thinking, but I think that that's what is so enchanting about her character in general and makes you really think, like, why are you the way that you are? Why do you think this way? I want to know more. I want to know what happened. How were you raised this way? She has her own reasons for doing things. She has underlying issues. She's very selfish, things like that. But I do think that her character brings a lot more to the table than one would think just looking at her and just seeing a few episodes here and there. Now, to rank these beautiful, lovely characters, I definitely... Zuko, that should be obvious. Then I have to say Aang. Love that kid. Then probably Toph, Saka, Katara? No, Uncleiro. Then Katara, then Azula. I think that those are the 7 that I went over. I don't think I'm missing anybody. Now, as I wrap this video up, which I probably should wrap it up considering I have been filming for over 20 minutes, I will be putting Avatar memes so you can laugh. You can appreciate things with me. I just think Avatar is such a pure, wholesome show that everybody should watch because it speaks volumes on issues in life. Lots of evil versus good, of course. Any action show should have that. But with Avatar, it takes a lot of spirituality, and not just in like a specific religion, you know, like it's more like connecting with yourself, finding out things about yourself, figuring out who you are and what you want, and being able to make a better life because you understand what you have gone through does not define you, and what you choose now can determine the fate of your future. This show just opened my eyes so much. I think that if you need a show to binge watch, Atla is on Netflix. please go watch it. It's only 3 seasons and each episode is fairly short, around 25 minutes. And it was so nice to watch. So enjoyable to watch. I had such a fun time. And we also talk about the fact that it is literally made for an audience of children. So all of the wisdom, all of the life lessons, trying to find who you are and not basing it off of what other people think you should be. This is what children need to hear. This is what children need to see and need to understand. And I think that is, it's incredible. It really is. I just think that they did an overall incredible job with the entire show. And I'm sorry, I could go on and on about this show. Please go watch Avatar. I hope you guys have an incredible day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any side points, anything that you want to talk about when it comes to this show, please comment them down below so we can continue our discussion. I absolutely love talking about the things that I love. So please, 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 please comment. I love you so, so much. Please be safe, make good choices, and I will definitely see you next time. Bye!